Hello, thank you for watching our third video. When the very first Iron Man film hit the screens in 2008, nobody would have predicted that 16 years later the MCU would still be going strong, with an incredible 37 films and counting. One of the franchise's most beloved traditions is the cameo. We're all familiar with Stan Lee's legendary appearances, but today we're going to dig a little deeper. We're talking about the cameos that even the most dedicated Marvel fan might have missed, the blink and you'll miss it moments, the celebrity walk-ons that hide in plain sight. Because while Stan Lee was the undisputed king of the cameos, he wasn't the only one playing the game. Directors, writers, musicians, even tech billionaires were sneaking in as and when they could. So today, we're counting down the top 5 cameos that even I didn't know about. So, without further ado, let's dive in. Kicking off our first list at number 1, Tom Morello in Iron Man 1. Most people know Morello as a legendary guitarist and founding member of Rage Against the Machine. But did you know he also had a cameo in the very first MCU film? Morello is a longtime friend of director Jon Favreau, and the two had worked together years earlier on Favreau's indie film Made back in 2001. When it came to cast Iron Man, Favreau gave his buddy a small but memorable role. A member of the Ten Rings terrorist group holding Tony Stark captive. Morello even has the distinction of being the very first person taken out by Stark's prototype Iron Man suit. But his contribution didn't stop there. Morello also helped shape the film's sound, contributing music to both Iron Man and the sequel Iron Man 2. So next time you watch that opening escape, keep an eye out for the rock legend who helped kickstart a universe and got blasted for his trouble. Number 2 on our list is one I absolutely had no idea about. Jennifer Connelly in Spider-Man Homecoming. Now, Connelly is no stranger to comic book movies. She played Bruce Banner's love interest, Betty Ross, back in the 2003 Hulk. But she didn't make her MCU debut until 2017. And her casting came with a brilliant inside joke. In Homecoming, she voices the suit's artificial intelligence, whom Peter names Karen. The joke is that Connelly is the real-life wife of Paul Bettany, who of course voiced Jarvis, Tony Stark's AI, before becoming Vision in Avengers Ultron. So we've got a married couple voicing two of the MCU's most iconic artificial intelligences. But there's another layer. Her casting was also a nod to the 1980s classic Career Opportunities, which starred Connelly and heavily influenced the coming-of-age tone of Homecoming. So not only did she bring a personal connection to the MCU, but her presence also paid homage to the film that shaped the very vibe of Peter Parker's adventure, a multi-layer cameo hidden in plain sight. Number 3 on our list is a name that you'll definitely recognise, Jenna Ortega. These days, she's a global star thanks to her iconic role as Wednesday Addams, and then she soon became a modern-day Scream queen, terrifying audiences in 2 installments of the Scream franchise and the horror film X. But what a lot of people didn't realise is that Jenna Ortega actually made her MCU debut back in 2013, a full decade before she became a household name. She played the daughter of Vice President Rodriguez in Iron Man 3. In the film, the Vice President collaborates with the villain Aldrich Killian, played by Guy Pearce. Unfortunately for Ortega, most of her scenes and all of her dialogue ended up on the cutting room floor. So while she may be a superstar now, Marvel fans might need to rewatch Iron Man 3 with eagle eyes to spot a young Jenna Ortega hiding in plain sight. Number 4 on our list is a name that might surprise you, then again, it might not. Rob Zombie. The rock legend and horror director is another example of filmmakers sneaking in their friends. In this case, his longtime buddy, James Gunn. Zombie and Gunn have been friends for years, and Gunn has a habit of finding roles for his inner circle. Zombie has actually not 1 but 2 voice appearances in the Guardians franchise. In Guardians of the Galaxy, he voices an off-screen Ravager, adding his distinctive growl to the cosmic chaos. Then in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, he pops up again. This time it's the voice of the AI navigation system aboard the Ravager ship. It's a small role, but for fans who know his voice, it's an absolute treat. So next time you're watching the Ravagers zip across the galaxy, listen closely. That robotic AI or that distinctive grunt might just be the man behind Dracula himself, Rob Zombie. And finally, number 5, Jenna Coleman. Many people will instantly recognise Coleman as Clara Oswald, the beloved companion who travelled alongside the 11th and 12th Doctors in Doctor Who, playing opposite Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi. But fewer people know her from her feature film debut in the MCU, in the 2011 film Captain America: The First Avenger. Coleman appears as one of the dates that Bucky Barnes brings to the World Expo. It's a tiny, uncredited role with no dialogue, just a brief glimpse of a young woman in vintage 1940s attire. It's another blink and you'll miss it moment from before she became a sci-fi icon in her own right. And that brings us to the end of our shortlist. From rock legends to scream queens, from Doctor Who companions to AI voices, the MCU is packed with surprises, as long as you know where to look. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.